Hi guys, welcome back to another video. We're making cheesesteak sloppy joes and we're starting by browning some ground beef. Okay, so in this cup I've mixed together a cup of beef broth and I'm going to be adding a tablespoon of cornstarch to it and mix it together and set that aside. Ground beef is finished and we've removed that from the pan. We've added 2 tablespoons of butter and we're sauteing 1 small yellow onion and 1 small green bell pepper. So I'll be seasoning these and I'll be using some black pepper and some kosher salt. Now it's time to go back in with the ground beef so that we can incorporate all of these ingredients. To the pan, I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and a teaspoon of paprika. Mix that around, and now it's time to add our cornstarch beef broth slurry. We're now adding 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce and 2 tablespoons of ketchup and mix that around. We're also adding salt and pepper, which is optional. And you're going to cook this until it's slightly liquidy, so maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and after which you're going to turn that off. Now with the heat off, I've added 3 slices of provolone, added the cover to the pan, and let that melt, and then I'm just mixing that around. And that's it. Meat is finished and ready. I toasted some buns just with a little bit of butter, added light mayo, and then added the meat, and they were great. This night, these were served with some fries and some blueberries. So for tonight's dinner, we're making some simple cheesesteak, and I started by freezing the meat for about 30 to 45 minutes, just so it's easier to slice. You want thin slices, so if you can go thinner than I did here, that would be amazing. To the steak, we've added some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and black pepper. Now I'm slicing up a half of a green bell pepper and half of a large onion. So we're going to heat up some oil in a saucepan and we're going to saute the onion and bell peppers, starting with the onions first. And then we're going to remove those and add our steak. So we're going to cook these through and then re-add the onions and bell peppers back to the pan. After mixing everything together, we are going to be adding some provolone slices on top, turning the heat off, and I drizzled a little bit of water in the pan. So this is it. I added this to slightly toasted buns or rolls and added just a light layer of mayo. So for tonight's dinner, we're making chicken and mushroom sauce, and we're starting out by chopping up about 4 small stalks of scallion, and we're going to set those aside. Now to a skillet, we're adding about 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and then we're going to add some chicken tenders that we've seasoned. You can do whatever seasons that you like on your chicken, and we're going to brown those till they are about almost cooked through. So our chicken is done and we've removed those, and we're going to go ahead and rinse our mushroom and dry those. Now we're adding it to a pan that we've added about 1 tablespoon of olive oil to. So we're sauteing this for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to season them with salt and pepper. Now I'm adding about 2 teaspoons of beef bouillon, and I'll follow that with 1/4 cup of water. Mix this all together and let it come to a light boil. Now we're going to turn the heat off and remove the pan. Now to the pan, we're adding 3 tablespoons of sour cream and 1 tablespoon of butter. Stir this all in, and then we're going to re-add the chicken to the pan. Flip the chicken over in the sauce, making sure that every inch is covered, and then we're going to put the lid on and cook it for about an extra 5 to 10 minutes or until it's all done, and that will be it. So here you go, guys. I served this over some creamy mashed potatoes with some stovetop roasted asparagus, and then I sprinkled the green onion on top, and this was a big hit. So thanks so much for watching, and I would love it if you would like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye.